Hi everybody, I'm George Valentine, the author of the Job Hunting Hero Method and the Job Hunting Toolkit. I'm here as George Valentine, my alter ego, the fellow who runs Valentine's Diner. This is my way of showing to you the perspective of the employer and how important it is for you to know that perspective when you go out job hunting. Okay, now I've become the owner of the diner. And I'm here to tell you that along with heart, energy is something else that's very important to me in understanding if you're the right person for the job. I'll give you an example. Here we go. I have to know, everybody who comes in to see me says that they have more energy than anybody else I know. They have more energy, that they'll work hard, that they're going to push their way through. I've got to understand what's behind the mask. I have to understand that you do know that you have limitations, but you're going to force your way through them. That sometimes when you have to be asked on to do a second shift, that you will work just as hard on that second shift as you did on the first. That I will see the same energy and the same excitement at 8 o'clock in the morning as I do at 5 o'clock at night. I have to understand that. Because although you'll talk about it, I have to understand that you're not just giving me a line, if you know what I mean. Everybody hits the wall. Everybody hits a point where they just can't work any further. What's yours? If you ran track back in high school, well, you understand what I'm talking about. And I understand that you have that energy about you and that you're going to do those little extra, that you're going to be able to force your way through that time when you hit the wall, when you're just so tired, but you're going to make it through because that's part of your character, that's part of who you are. Number two, do you have drive? Drive is the kind of thing that has somebody go out and gets the carts out of the department store in the rain and the snow and does it before even being asked to do it. Drive is the kind of thing that a waitress has where she goes out and she clears a table even though she doesn't have to because it's not her table. Drive is something that you can't teach. It's either in you or it's not. Can you show me that you have that drive? Give me an example of something like that. Give me an example of how you worked a double shift when you didn't have to. When you helped train somebody else for a job. That sort of thing. And finally, what's a bad day like for you? Can you describe for me what it's like to make it when you've had a rough time? A single mom who has to take care of a child at 3 o'clock in the morning and still go to work the next day. That's somebody who knows how to make their way through a bad day. If you have a disabling condition and you have to stand out in the rain and walk slowly because that's all your legs will allow you to do, that shows that you know what it's like to make it through a bad day. If you have if you're an elderly person and have trouble with your knees, but you figured out a way around it, you can show me that you know what that's like, that you have that drive. You notice how many waitresses or older women? Those are people who, despite the aches and pains of every day, despite all the trouble that they've been through the years, they've got that drive. They know when they hit the wall and they can make it through, and they know what it's like to have a bad day. Describe for me your bad day. Describe for me how you make it through, and show me that you have drive, and maybe you get a chance to work here. Thank you. Please take a minute. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you soon.